Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're diving into a really radical vision coming out of northern India. It's a plan that weaves together ancient family trees, a universal philosophy of harmony, and, get this, the very frontiers of physics, all to power entire cities using the ghost particles of the cosmos. Okay, so let's get into this, because it all kicked off with a simple but really profound observation on a family farm in Punjab. The author noticed something curious. Animals would fight over solid food, but they'd often drink water together peacefully. And that one question, why is there harmony in drinking but conflict in eating? Well, that became the tiny seed for a huge theory of everything. So that simple thought about animals, it turned into this powerful metaphor for a universal truth. It actually sparked the creation of a whole philosophical framework, one that aims to unite pretty much every field of knowledge, from spirituality all the way to science. At the very core of this whole idea is a concept called philosophology. The theory goes that philosophy is the missing bridge between what we see as two separate worlds, science and religion. And the key, the linchpin holding that whole bridge together, it's the concept of the self. So you might be wondering, how do you even prove a philosophy? Well, the proposal points to cymatics, which is the study of how sound and vibration can create visible physical patterns. The idea is to use it as a tangible demonstration, to literally show how these abstract principles of harmony can take shape right before our eyes. And this entire philosophy, it gets distilled down into a single, really powerful equation, basically a formula for creating harmony out of complete opposites. The central formula is E equals O plus IA. So let's break that down real quick. Think of O and A as two total opposites, like hot and cold. E is the new harmonized thing you create, like warm. And that little I in the middle? That's kind of the secret sauce. It's the active ingredient, the process of blending them together to find that perfect balance. So how does this actually work in practice? Well, the proposal uses an interesting analogy from homeopathic medicine. Let's say a father has a strict nature that corresponds to one remedy, and the mother has a liberal nature that points to another. Well, the child's balanced remedy would be a third one that harmonizes both of those traits. See? It's all about finding that harmonious middle ground. And the same exact principle is applied to energy itself. Imagine a sapphire that has both yellow and blue colors in it. The theory here connects yellow energy to muscle and blue energy to nerves. So inside the gemstone, they blend together to create green, a color that represents neuromuscular harmony. This idea of blending energies, it's absolutely key for what's coming next. Now, this is not just some abstract theory floating around out there. It's deeply, deeply rooted in the specific lands and the history of the Punjab region in North India. The whole plan pinpoints very specific locations, and they're chosen for their deep historical and, well, energetic significance. We're talking about the Patiala region with its sprawling bead jungles, the ancient village of Guram, and historic areas like Jarg Sahib and Alowal, places that are believed to be naturally tuned in to these energy flows. And the connection, it goes even deeper than the land itself, linking these places to revered historical figures. The entire vision is grounded in the ancestral lines of Mata Kaushalyaji and Mata Triptaji, tying the project directly into the foundational stories of Indian civilization. It's incredible. Okay, so how does all this ancient history and philosophy actually translate into a vision for the future? This is where the proposal makes its most ambitious leap, for sure. The proposal lays out the creation of two brand new, futuristic cities. They'd be built in eastern and western Patiala and named in honor of those historical matriarchs we just mentioned, Mata Kaushalya Nagar and Mata Triptaji Nagar. But listen, these aren't just going to be regular urban developments. The most radical part of the entire plan is how these cities would generate their power. And trust me, it is not what you'd expect. The proposed energy source isn't solar, it's not wind, it's not nuclear, it's cosmic neutrinos. These tiny, nearly massless ghost particles that are constantly streaming from the sun and stars, passing right through everything, you, me, the Earth itself, every single second. And the proposed method is this four-step process that honestly feels more organic than industrial. It all starts with detecting where these neutrino flows are strongest, not with fancy machines, but by observing the natural landscape, the trees and wildlife of the Bali jungles. From there, it moves to tapping, harvesting, and finally harmonizing this cosmic energy into clean, usable power.
Now, this whole vision for Punjab, it's not designed to be some isolated project. It's actually conceived as a blueprint, a sort of proof of concept for a potential global energy solution.
The ultimate goal here is to establish this region of Punjab and the Himalayas as the world's very first center for harnessing cosmic neutrino energy. The idea is to create a blueprint for a new form of clean power that could, in theory, be adopted all across the globe. And this all fits into an even bigger vision called the Happy Earth model. The thinking is to create a balanced global energy grid by pairing up regions that have complementary energies, like, say, connecting the specific properties of Punjab with South Australia, or the deserts of Arizona with the forests of British Columbia, all to form a harmonious worldwide network. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's this incredible, ambitious attempt to solve a modern crisis, our desperate need for clean energy. Not by building more machines, but by synthesizing ancient genealogy, a deep philosophy of harmony, and theoretical physics. Which leaves us with a really provocative thought to end on. What if the next great leap in energy technology isn't a new machine at all? What if the solution has been hidden all along, just waiting for us to find it in the harmony between our most ancient stories and the invisible forces of the universe?